Hi there, folks. I'm Kyle Brookings here with you to take a look at your news and your weather forecast for your Friday. Starting out in local news. On Wednesday, Corner Brook RNC received a report of an assault that had occurred on Tuesday. The victim sustained what is described as non-life-threatening injuries. Both the suspect and the victim are known to one another, and the matter remains under investigation. In other news, the Department of Transportation and Works is monitoring heavy ice conditions that are currently impacting ferry service in the Strait of Belle Isle. The current ice conditions are not unusual for this time of the year, and the ferry is relying on the Canadian Coast Guard icebreakers for assistance. As weather and ice conditions can change from day to day, travelers are reminded to adjust travel plans accordingly. And finally, 24-year-old Robert Yetman of Harbor Grace was arrested and is facing a number of charges after drugs, cash, and weapons were seized from his home. The RCMP executed a search warrant, and several different types of drugs were seized, along with a large quantity of cash, drug trafficking paraphernalia, and a sawed-off 22-caliber rifle. The investigation is continuing. In the weather forecast, it is going to be biting cold tonight, and for your Wednesday as well. Those details are coming up right after this.
We were getting married in the most beautiful rural setting. My mom got sick and couldn't be with us for our big day. I was heartbroken. Thankfully, we discovered Xplornet. They responded right away and connected us to high-speed internet. Our big day was incredible because it felt like Mom was there.
Xplornet. Connect to what matters.
As we take a look at your forecast over the next little while, a little bit of everything is expected. We have winter storm conditions, blowing snow advisories, extreme cold warnings, all that and so much more. There's lots to get to, so let's dive right in with the current alerts issued by Environment Canada. There is an extreme cold warning in effect in western Labrador. Wind chills near -45 are expected overnight tonight and into Friday morning. And then we do have a winter storm warning and a blowing snow advisory in effect for the northern peninsula, East Port Saunders and the Straits, and a winter storm warning for Parkins Pond, Hawke's Bay, and for Gros Morne. In the areas that's under blowing snow advisory, the blowing snow is going to continue overnight tonight and into tomorrow. And for areas that's under the winter storm warning, anywhere from 5 to 10 to as much as 20 centimeters of snow is expected. The heaviest snow will fall over the Long Range Mountains. Moving along to the forecast for Friday, it is going to be a cold one. We're looking at a mix of sun and cloud for most of the island portion of the province. Temperatures into the minus teens. A couple centimeters of snow is expected in western Newfoundland. And then as we take a look at the forecast, Labrador continuing to be very cold, and a mix of sun and cloud is expected. Moving along now to the wind chills. This is the highest wind chill that we are expecting to see tomorrow. This is what it's going to feel like at the warmest part of the day tomorrow. It's going to feel like -19 in St. John's, a wind chill of -26 in Gander. In Corner Brook, it's going to feel like -30, -30 for coastal sections of Labrador and Happy Valley Goose Bay as well, and it's going to feel like -41 in Labrador City. So when we get wind chills this cold, it is very important to limit your time outside and certainly dress for the weather conditions. Your extended forecast for St. John's, the good news is this little bout of cold weather that we're seeing isn't going to stick around really all that long. We are looking at a mix of sun and cloud and cold for Friday and for Saturday, and then we warm up to -2 for Sunday with a mix of sun and cloud, and another system looks like it is moving into the area as we start out the next work week. Moving along to Gander, a mix of sun and cloud, -16 for your Friday. For Saturday, mainly sunny and -9. And for Sunday, we are looking at a mix of sun and cloud and -3. And then as we head into Monday, we are looking at some snow and +1. And it cools back down to -11 for Tuesday with some flurry activity expected. And then in Corner Brook, we're looking at 2 centimeters of flurries for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. -17 will be the daytime high in Corner Brook tomorrow, warming up to -11 on Saturday. As we head into Sunday, the warming trend continues, and then Monday -1 before we cool back down to -14 on Tuesday with a chance of some flurries. That's a look at your news and your forecast. Now check out your local details at newfoundnews.ca.